mute all. And then don't let them mute themselves. Yeah. Okay, so good morning, everyone. We'll begin our Great Compassion Mantra dedication and merit shortly. 欢迎大家，我们在3分钟就开始念大悲咒。So before the ceremony, it's very good to just make sure we can relax our bodies. Take a deep breath. Extend the spine, relax. And then have a wish of care and goodness for all beings, especially those who we've dedicated merit to for this last month, the last couple of years. We've been doing this for quite a while.好，欢迎大家来我们大悲咒回向功德法会。我们先从炉香赞开始，然后念南无大悲观世音菩萨，然后21遍的大悲咒，然后我们会分享一些佛法，然后回向功德。So begin with the incense praise, followed by Namo Dabe Guanxin Pusa, and 21 times the Great Compassion Mantra. Have some Dharma reflections, and then dedicate merit.
南无
利耶波罗揭小本来耶专波万吉丹多曼多拉巴多耶扎波南无阿赖南无多拉耶耶南无阿利耶波罗揭谛小本来耶摩尼赞多摩耶摩诃赞多摩耶摩诃迦卢尼迦耶南萨本拉抽达诺达揭南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶波罗揭谛日波拉南多摩南无多拉金智吉利摩南多萨弥萨婆安多多日邦阿日灵萨婆萨多南无波萨多南无波耶摩诃智多达智摩摩卢吉卢迦利迦多尼吉利摩诃菩提萨多萨婆萨婆摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦嘟噜嘟噜巴遮耶帝摩诃巴遮耶帝哆来哆来尼哩尼日波真来真来摩摩巴巴来波提尼吉吉日诺日诺来真波来真巴遮巴真波来真耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉利嗦来嗦吉利吉利噜噜噜噜菩提耶菩提耶菩提耶菩提弥提利耶哆来金智利利沙尼南波耶摩那萨摩吉多耶萨摩摩吉多耶萨吉多耶日本来耶萨摩哆来金智萨摩摩来哆来萨摩吉鲁萨那摩揭耶萨摩萨摩摩吉多耶萨摩遮吉拉吉多耶萨摩多摩吉吉多耶萨摩哆来金智班吉拉耶萨摩摩波利真吉拉耶萨南无阿赖南无多拉耶耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭谛小本来耶萨摩南吉丹多曼多拉巴多耶萨摩南无阿赖南无多拉耶耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭谛小本来耶菩提萨埵摩耶摩诃萨埵摩耶摩诃迦卢尼迦耶南萨本来抽达诺达耶南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶波卢揭谛日波拉南无南无多来金智吉利摩曼多萨弥萨婆阿多多日邦阿日灵萨婆萨多南无波萨多南无波吉摩巴智多达智多阿波卢吉卢迦尼迦罗尼吉利摩诃菩提萨多萨婆萨摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦蒙嘟噜嘟噜巴遮耶帝摩诃巴遮耶帝哆来哆提利尼日波来耶遮来遮来摩摩巴摩来摩提利吉日诺日诺来真波来巴遮巴真波来遮耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉利哆来哆来吉利吉利嘟噜嘟噜菩提耶菩提不多耶不多耶弥提利耶哆来金智利利沙尼南波耶摩那萨吉多耶萨婆摩诃吉多耶萨婆吉多耶日本来耶萨婆哆来金智萨婆摩来哆来萨吉卢萨那摩揭耶萨婆萨婆摩诃吉多耶萨婆遮吉拉吉多耶萨婆摩多摩揭吉多耶萨哆来金智班吉拉耶萨婆摩波利真吉拉耶萨婆南无阿赖南无多拉耶耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭小本来耶萨婆万吉丹多曼多拉巴多耶萨婆南无阿赖南无多拉耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭谛小本来耶菩提萨埵摩耶摩诃萨埵摩耶摩诃迦卢尼迦耶萨本来巴耶苏达诺达耶南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶摩卢揭日波拉南无南无多来金智吉利摩诃曼多萨弥萨婆阿多多日邦阿日灵萨婆南无波萨多南无波耶摩巴智多达智多诺波卢吉卢迦尼迦罗尼吉利摩诃菩提萨萨婆萨婆摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦蒙嘟噜嘟巴遮耶帝摩诃巴遮耶帝哆来哆来提利尼日波来耶遮来遮来摩摩巴摩来摩提利日诺日诺来真波来遮利巴遮巴真波来遮耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉利嗦来嗦来吉利吉利嘟噜嘟噜菩提耶菩提不多耶不多耶弥提利耶哆来金智利利沙尼南波耶摩那萨摩诃吉多耶萨摩诃摩诃吉多耶萨吉多耶日本来耶萨婆 如来金智娑婆摩来哆来娑婆吉卢萨那摩揭耶娑婆摩吉多耶娑婆遮吉拉吉多耶娑婆波罗摩揭吉多耶娑如来金智般揭拉耶娑婆摩婆利真揭拉耶娑婆南无文来真来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭迦般拉耶娑婆万吉难多曼多拉巴多耶娑婆南无文来真来哆来耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭谛迦般拉耶菩提萨埵摩耶摩诃萨埵摩耶摩诃迦卢尼迦耶难萨般拉巴南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶摩卢揭谛智般拉nen南无南无如来金智吉利摩诃曼多萨萨婆诃多多日邦阿智灵萨婆萨多南无婆萨多南无婆揭摩巴遮多大智多阿婆卢吉卢迦尼迦罗尼吉利摩诃菩提萨多萨婆萨婆摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦多罗多罗巴遮耶帝摩诃巴遮耶帝多来多来帝利尼智波真来真来摩摩般般来摩帝利吉吉智诺智诺来真波来遮利巴遮巴波来真耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉利哆来哆来吉利吉利嘟噜嘟噜菩提耶菩不多言不多言弥帝利耶哆来金智利利萨尼南波耶摩罗萨摩吉多耶萨摩吉多耶萨摩吉多耶智般拉耶萨摩哆来金智萨婆摩来哆来萨吉卢萨那摩揭耶萨婆萨婆摩吉多耶萨婆遮吉拉吉多耶萨婆波罗摩揭吉多耶萨如来金智般揭拉耶娑婆摩婆利真揭拉耶娑婆南无文来真来哆来耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭谛迦般拉耶娑婆万吉难多曼多拉巴多耶娑婆南无文来真来哆来南无阿利耶摩卢揭谛迦般拉耶菩提萨埵摩耶摩诃萨埵摩诃迦卢尼迦耶难萨般拉巴耶娑难哆那耶南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶摩卢揭智般拉nen南无南无如来金智吉利摩诃曼多萨弥萨婆诃多多日邦阿智灵萨婆南无婆萨多南无婆揭摩巴遮多大智多那婆卢吉卢迦尼迦罗尼吉利摩诃菩提萨萨婆萨婆摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢揭蒙多罗多巴遮耶帝摩诃巴遮耶帝哆来哆来帝利尼智般来真来真来摩摩般般来摩帝利吉吉智诺智诺阿来真佛来巴遮巴真佛来真耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉利哆来哆吉利吉利哆噜哆噜菩提耶菩提耶不多耶不多弥帝利耶如来金智利利萨尼南波耶摩那萨吉多耶萨婆摩诃吉多耶萨婆吉多耶智般拉耶娑婆如来金智娑婆摩来如来萨吉卢萨那摩揭耶娑婆萨婆摩诃吉多耶萨婆遮吉拉吉多耶萨婆波罗摩揭吉多耶萨如来金智般揭拉耶娑婆摩婆利真揭拉耶娑婆南无文来真来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭迦般拉耶娑婆万吉难多曼多拉巴多耶娑婆南无文来真来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭谛迦般拉耶菩提萨埵摩耶摩诃萨埵摩尼迦耶难萨般拉巴耶娑难哆那耶南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶摩卢揭智般拉nen南无南无如来金智吉利摩诃曼多萨弥萨婆诃多多日邦阿智灵萨婆萨南无婆萨多南无婆揭摩巴遮多大智多闻那婆卢吉卢迦尼迦罗伊吉利摩诃菩提萨埵萨婆萨摩摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦嘟噜嘟噜巴遮耶帝摩诃巴遮耶帝哆来哆来帝利尼智般真来真来摩摩般般来摩帝利吉吉智诺智诺阿来真佛来遮利巴遮巴佛来真耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉利哆来哆吉利吉利嘟噜嘟噜菩提耶菩提 利耶不多耶不多，弥利利耶诺来金智利利扎尼南波耶摩那扎摩吉多耶扎摩摩吉多耶扎。吉多伊日万来耶扎摩诺来金智扎摩摩来诺来扎。吉多扎那摩揭耶扎摩扎摩摩吉多耶扎摩遮吉拉吉多耶扎摩波多摩揭吉多耶扎。诺来金智班揭拉耶扎摩摩波利真揭拉耶扎摩南无文来真哆来耶耶南无阿利耶波卢揭利扎曼来耶扎。南无丹多曼多拉巴多耶扎波南无文来真来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶波卢揭利扎曼来波利赞东波耶摩诃赞东波耶摩诃迦卢尼迦耶南扎曼来。说那诺那耶那摩吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶波卢揭尼智波拉林南摩那摩诺来金智吉利摩南多萨弥萨婆诺多智蒙阿智灵萨婆萨多那摩摩萨多那摩摩揭摩巴智多达智摩波卢吉卢迦尼迦罗尼吉利摩菩提萨多萨婆萨婆摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦多罗多罗巴遮耶利摩巴遮耶尼多来多来地利尼智波真来真来摩摩巴摩来摩地利吉吉日诺日诺来真佛来遮利巴遮巴摩来遮耶乌鲁乌鲁摩来乌鲁乌鲁吉利卓来卓来吉利吉利朱鲁朱鲁菩提耶不多耶不多耶弥地利耶诺来金智利利扎尼南波耶摩那扎吉多耶扎摩摩吉多耶扎摩吉多耶智本来耶扎摩诺来金智扎摩摩来诺来。吉多萨那摩揭耶扎摩扎摩摩吉多耶扎摩遮吉拉吉多耶扎摩波多摩揭吉多耶扎。诺来金智班揭拉耶扎摩摩波利真揭拉耶扎摩南无文来真来哆来耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭利扎曼来耶扎摩万吉丹多曼多拉巴多耶扎摩南无文来真哆来耶耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭利扎曼来耶菩提赞多摩摩赞多摩耶摩迦卢尼迦耶南扎曼拉巴耶苏达诺达耶南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶那林南无南无哆来金智吉利摩曼多萨弥萨婆阿多多智邦阿智灵萨婆萨多南无波南无波吉摩巴智多达智多文多波卢吉卢迦尼迦罗尼吉利摩菩提萨多萨婆萨摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦蒙多多多多巴遮耶利摩巴遮耶多来多来地利尼智波来耶真来真来摩摩巴摩来摩地利吉是诺是诺我来真佛来这里巴遮巴真佛来这耶乌鲁乌鲁摩来乌鲁乌鲁吉利卓来卓吉利吉利朱鲁朱鲁菩提耶菩提耶不多耶不多弥地利耶诺来金智利利扎尼南波耶摩那扎吉多耶扎摩摩吉多耶扎摩吉多耶智曼来耶扎摩诺来金智扎摩摩来诺来扎吉多扎那摩揭耶扎摩扎摩摩吉多耶扎摩遮吉拉吉多耶扎波多摩揭吉多耶扎摩诺来金智班揭拉耶扎摩摩波利真揭拉耶扎南无阿来南来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶摩罗揭尼扎曼来耶扎南无丹多曼多拉巴多耶扎波南无阿来南来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶摩罗揭尼扎曼来菩提赞东波耶摩诃赞东波耶摩诃迦卢尼迦耶南扎曼来说那诺达耶那摩吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶摩卢揭尼智波拉林多波南曼多来金智吉利摩曼多萨弥萨婆阿多多日蒙阿日灵萨婆萨多南无波南无波吉摩巴智多达智多维诺波卢吉卢迦尼迦罗尼吉利摩菩提萨多萨婆萨摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦蒙嘟噜嘟噜巴遮耶利摩巴遮耶哆来哆来地利尼智波来耶遮来遮来摩摩巴摩来摩地利吉 须陀洱那我来真佛来这里法这法真佛来这耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉左来左来吉利吉利主噜主噜菩提耶菩提耶菩提耶菩提弥利利耶那来真智利利萨尼南波耶摩那扎吉多耶萨摩诃摩诃吉多耶萨摩诃吉多耶日本来耶萨摩诃那来真智萨摩诃摩来那来扎吉卢萨那摩揭耶萨摩诃萨摩摩诃吉多耶萨摩诃遮吉拉吉多耶萨摩诃波罗摩揭吉多耶萨那来真智班揭拉耶萨摩诃摩婆利真揭拉耶萨摩诃南无文来真来多来耶耶南无阿利耶波罗揭小本来耶萨摩诃万吉南多曼多拉巴多耶萨摩诃南无文来真来多来南无阿利耶波罗揭谛小本来耶菩提萨埵摩耶摩诃萨埵摩诃迦卢尼迦耶南萨本来巴耶苏达那达耶南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利波罗揭谛智本来真多波南无那来真智吉利摩安多萨弥萨摩诃多多日蒙阿智灵萨婆萨多南无婆萨多智多大智多那波罗揭罗迦利迦罗尼吉利摩诃菩提萨埵萨婆萨摩摩来摩摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢坚蒙多罗多罗巴遮耶利摩诃巴遮多来多来吉利尼智本来耶遮来遮来摩诃般本来菩提利吉须陀洱那我来真佛来这里法这法真佛来这耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉左来左来吉利吉利主噜主噜菩提耶菩提耶菩提耶菩提弥利利耶那来真智利利萨尼南波耶摩那扎吉多耶萨摩诃摩诃吉多耶萨摩诃吉多耶智本来耶萨摩诃那来真智萨摩诃摩来那来扎吉卢萨那摩揭耶萨摩诃萨摩摩诃吉多耶萨摩诃遮吉拉吉多耶萨波罗摩揭吉多耶萨摩诃那来真智班揭拉耶萨摩诃摩婆利真揭拉耶萨南无文来真来多来耶耶南无阿利耶波罗揭谛迦曼来耶萨安吉南多曼多拉巴多耶萨婆诃南无文来真来多来耶耶南无阿利耶波罗揭谛迦曼来菩提萨埵摩耶摩诃萨埵摩耶摩诃迦卢尼迦耶南萨曼来苏达那达耶南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶波罗揭是般拉真多波南无那来真智吉利摩诃般多萨弥萨摩诃多多日蒙阿智灵萨婆萨南无婆萨多南无摩揭摩巴智多大智多恩多波罗揭罗迦利迦罗尼吉利摩诃菩提萨埵萨婆萨婆摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦多卢多卢巴遮耶利摩诃巴遮耶尼多来多来地利尼智波来真来真来摩摩般摩来摩地利地吉日诺日诺来真佛来法真法真佛来真耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉利左来左吉利吉利主噜主噜菩提耶菩提耶菩提耶菩提弥利利耶那来真智利利萨尼南波耶摩那扎吉多耶萨摩诃摩诃吉多耶萨摩诃吉多耶智般来耶萨摩诃那来真智萨摩诃摩来那来扎吉卢萨那摩揭耶萨摩诃萨摩摩诃吉多耶萨摩诃遮吉拉吉多耶萨波罗摩揭吉多耶萨摩诃那来真智班揭拉耶萨摩诃摩婆利真揭拉耶萨南无文来真来多来耶耶南无阿利耶波罗揭谛迦曼来耶萨安吉南多曼多拉巴多耶萨婆诃南无文来真来多来耶耶南无阿利耶波罗揭谛迦曼来耶菩提萨埵摩耶摩诃萨埵摩耶摩诃迦卢尼迦耶南萨曼拉巴耶南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶波罗揭谛智般拉真多摩南无那来真智吉利摩般多萨弥萨婆诃多多日蒙阿智灵萨婆萨多南无婆萨多南无摩巴智多大智多恩那波罗揭罗迦利迦罗尼吉利摩诃菩提萨埵萨婆萨 摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉鲁吉鲁羯蒙嘟噜嘟噜巴遮耶帝摩巴遮哆来哆来地利尼支本来因自来自来摩摩巴摩来摩地利吉日诺日诺来真佛来这里巴遮巴真佛来这里乌噜乌噜摩来乌噜乌噜吉利周来周吉利吉利朱噜朱噜菩提耶菩提耶菩提耶菩提弥地利耶诺来金智利利迦尼能波耶摩那迦摩吉多耶迦摩摩吉多耶迦吉多耶日本来耶迦摩诺来金智迦摩摩来诺来迦吉鲁迦南摩羯耶迦摩迦摩摩吉多耶迦摩遮吉拉吉多耶迦摩摩多摩羯吉多耶迦诺来金智班杰来耶娑婆摩婆利真杰来耶娑婆南无文来南来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶摩罗揭小本来耶三摩万吉南哆曼哆拉巴哆耶娑婆南无文来南来哆来耶南无阿利耶摩罗揭谛小本来耶菩提三东波耶摩萨多波耶摩迦卢尼迦耶萨曼拉巴耶周达诺达吉南摩吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶摩卢揭日巴拉南东波南无诺来金智吉利摩曼多萨弥萨婆多多日本阿日灵萨婆南无波萨多南无波吉摩巴智多达智多文多波卢吉卢迦提迦伊吉利摩菩提萨多萨婆萨摩摩来摩来摩吉摩吉利多因吉卢吉卢迦蒙嘟噜嘟噜巴遮耶帝摩巴地利尼支本来因自来自来摩摩巴摩来摩地利吉吉日诺日诺来真佛来这里巴遮巴真佛来呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉利周来周来吉利吉利朱噜朱噜菩提耶菩提不多耶不多耶弥地利耶诺来金智利利迦尼能波耶摩那迦吉多耶迦摩摩吉多耶迦摩吉多耶日本来耶迦摩诺来金智迦摩摩来诺来迦摩吉多迦那摩吉耶迦摩迦摩摩吉多耶迦遮吉拉吉多耶迦摩摩多摩羯吉多耶迦摩诺来金智班杰来耶迦摩摩婆利真杰来耶迦南无文来真来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶波罗揭谛迦门来耶迦安吉南哆曼哆拉巴哆耶迦波南无文来真来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶波罗揭谛迦门来菩提三东波耶摩三东波耶摩迦卢尼迦耶南迦门来周达诺达耶南无吉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶波罗揭日巴拉南东波南无诺来金智吉利摩曼多迦萨婆诃多多日邦阿日灵萨婆萨多南无婆萨多南无摩巴智多达智多诺波卢吉卢迦尼迦罗尼吉利摩菩提萨多萨婆萨摩来摩来摩耶摩耶利多因吉卢吉卢迦嘟噜嘟噜巴遮耶帝摩巴遮耶帝哆来哆来地利尼支波罗真来真来摩摩巴摩来摩地利吉日诺日诺来真佛来真巴遮巴真佛来真耶呼噜呼噜摩来呼噜呼噜吉利周来周吉利吉利朱噜朱噜菩提耶菩提耶菩提耶菩提弥地利耶诺来金智利利迦尼能波耶摩那迦摩吉多耶迦摩摩吉多耶迦吉多耶日班来耶迦摩诺来金智迦摩摩来诺来迦吉鲁迦那摩羯耶迦摩迦摩摩吉多耶迦摩遮吉拉吉多耶迦摩多摩羯吉多耶迦摩诺来金智班杰来耶迦摩摩婆利真杰来耶迦南无文来真来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭谛迦门来耶迦安吉南哆曼哆拉巴哆耶迦波南无文来真来哆来耶耶南无阿利耶摩卢揭谛迦门来耶菩提萨埵摩萨埵摩耶摩迦卢尼迦耶南迦门拉巴耶周达诺达揭南无吉揭利多伊蒙阿利耶摩卢揭 Nam mô Đô Lai Jin Chư Di Lim Mô Ban Đô Sa Mê Sa Bồ Tát Đô Đô Yư Bang A Yư Linh Sa Bồ Tát Đô Nam Mô Bồ Tát Đô Nam Mô Mô Ba Đô Đô Đa Chư Đô Đô Bồ Đô Chư Đô Cha Ni Cha La Ni Di Lim Mô Bồ Đi Sa Đô Sa Bồ Tát Mô Lai Mô Di Đi Đô Yin Chi Đô Chi Đô Châm Năng Đô 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 Ba Chư Ye Đi Mô Ba Chư Ye Đô Lai Di Đi Ni Chư Ba Lai Ye Chư Lai Mô Mô Ban Mô Lai Mô Đi Đi Chư Nô Lai Châm Bồ Lai Chư Đi Ba Châm Bồ Lai Chư Ye U Đô Mô Lai U Đô Di Đi Chô Lai Chô Di Đi Chô Đô Bồ Đi Bồ Đô Ye Mi Đi Đi Ye Đô Lai Jin Chư Đi Đi San Mô Ye Mô Nô Sa Mô Di Đô Ye Sa Mô Mô Di Đô Ye Sa Di Đô Ye Chư Ma Lai Ye Sa Mô Nô Lai Jin Chư Sa Mô Mô Lai Nô Lai Sa Mô Di Đô Sa Nam Mô Che Ye Sa Sam Mô Mô Di Đô Ye Sam Mô Chư Di La Di Đô Ye Sa Mô Bồ Đô Mô Ye Di Đô Ye Sa Nô Lai Jin Chư Ban Chư Lai Ye Sa Mô Mô Bồ Đi Chân Chư Lai Ye Sa Mô Nam Mô A Lai Tân Lai Đô Lai Ye Nam Mô A Di Ye Bồ Đô Ye Sa Man Lai Ye Sa Mô Văn Di Đan Đô Man Đô La Ba Đô Ye Sa Mô Nam Mô A Lai Tân Đô Lai Ye Nam Mô A Di Ye Bồ Đô Ye Đi Sa Man Lai Ye Bồ Đi San Đô Mô San Đô Bồ Ye Mô Cha Lu Ni Cha Ye Nan Sa Ba La Ba Ye Su Na Đô La Ye Nam Mô Di Di Đi Đô Yi Mong A Bồ Đô Ye Di Chư Ba La Ninh Nam Mô Nam Mô Đô La Jin Chư Di Lim Mô Man Đô Sa Sa Bồ A Đô Đô Yư Bang A Yư Linh Sa Bồ Sa Đô Nam Mô Bồ Sa Đô Nam Mô Bồ Chư Mô Ba Đô Đô Đa Chư Đô Bồ Đô Chư Đô Cha Ni Cha La Ni Di Lim Mô Bồ Đi Sa Đô Sa Bồ Sa Mô Lai Mô Di Đi Đô Yin Chi Đô Châm Năng Đô 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 Ba Chư Ye Đi Mô Ba Chư Ye Đô Lai Di Đi Ni Chư Ba Lai Ye Chư Lai Mô Mô Ban Mô Lai Mô Đi Đi Chư Nô A Lai Châm Bồ Lai Chư Đi Ba Châm Bồ Lai Chư Ye U Đô Mô Lai U Đô Di Đô Lai Di Đi Đô Bồ Đi Ye Bồ Đô Ni Đi Ye Nô Lai Jin Chư Đi Đi Sa Ni Nam Mô Ye Mô Nô Sa Mô Di Đô Ye Sa Mô Mô Di Đô Ye Sa Di Đô Ye Chư Man Lai Ye Sa Mô Nô Lai Jin Chư Sa Mô Mô Lai Nô Lai Sa Mô Di Đô Sa Nam Mô Che Ye Sa Sa Mô Mô Di Đô Ye Sa Mô Chư Di La Di Đô Ye Sa Mô Bồ Đô Mô Che Di Đô Ye Sa Nô Lai Jin Chư Ban Chư Lai Ye Sa Mô Mô Bồ Đi Chân Chư Lai Ye Sa Mô Nam Mô A Lai Tân Lai Đô Lai Nam Mô A Di Ye Bồ Đô Che Đi Sa Man Lai Ye Sa Mô Văn Di Đan Đô Man Đô La Ba Đô Ye Sa Mô Nam Mô A Lai Tân Lai Đô Lai Nam Mô A Di Ye Bồ Đô Che Đi Sa Man Lai Ye Bồ Đi San Đô Mô Ye Mô San Đô Mô Cha Lu Ni Cha Ye Nan Sa Man La Ba Ye Su Na Đô La Che Nam Mô Di Di Đi Đô Yi Mong A Di Bồ Đô Che Đi Chư Ba La Ninh Nam Mô Đô La Jin Chư Di Lim Mô Ban Đô Sa Sa Bồ A Đô Đô Yư Bang A Yư Linh Sa Bồ Sa Đô Nam Mô Bồ Sa Đô Nam Mô Bồ Chư Mô Ba Đô Đô Đa Chư Đô Bồ Đô Chư Đô Cha Ni Cha La Ni Di Lim Mô Bồ Đi Sa Đô Sa Bồ Sa Mô Mô Lai Mô Chư Đi Đô Yin Chi Đô Chư Đô Châm Ba Chư Ye Đi Mô Ba Chư Ye Đi Đô Lai Di Đi Ni Chư Ba Lai Chư Lai Mô Mô Ban Mô Lai Mô Đi Đi Chư Nô Lai Châm Bồ Lai Chư Ba Châm Bồ Lai Chư Ye U Đô Mô Lai U Đô Chi Đi Chô Lai Chô Chi Đi Chô Đô Bồ Đi Ye Bồ Đô Ye Mi Đi Ye Nô Lai Jin Chư Đi Đi Sa Mô Ye Mô Nô Sa Mô Di Đô Ye Sa Mô Di Đô Ye Sa Mô Di Đô Ye Chư Man Lai Ye Sa Mô Nô Lai Jin Chư Sa Mô Mô Lai Nô Lai Sa Di Đô Sa Nam Mô Che Ye Sa Mô Sam Mô Mô Di Đô Ye Sa Mô Chư Di La Di Đô Ye Sa Mô Bồ Đô Mô Che Di Đô Ye Sa Nô Lai Jin Chư Ban Chư Lai Ye Sa Mô Mô Bồ Đi Chân Chư Lai Ye Sa Mô Nam Mô A Lai Tân Lai Đô Lai Ye Nam Mô A Di Ye Bồ Đô Che Sa Man Lai Ye Sa Mô Văn Di Đan Đô Man Đô La Ba Đô Ye Sa Mô Nam Mô A Lai Tân Lai Đô Lai Nam nam mô a ni yen bo lu je li yang ban la ye bu di san nam bo ye mo e san nam bo ye mo e ja lu ni ja ye nam ban la ma ye su da no da ye nam bo ye ji li do ye bang ma li yen bo lu je chư ban la nen do bo nam mô no lai jin ji ji li mo e ban do ja sa bo an do do chư bang a chư ling sa bo sa do nam mô bo sa do nam mô bo ba de do da zhi do no bo lu ji lu ja ni ji li mo e bu di sa sa bo sam bom mo lai mo ji li do yin ji lu jen mong do lu ba zhe ye li mo ba zhe do lai di li ni zhi ban lai ye zhe lai mo di li ji zhi no lai zhen bo lai zhe li ba zhe mo lai zhe ye lu ma lai lu ji do lai ji li du lu bu di ye bu do ye bu mi di li ye no lai jin ji li za ni nam bo ye mo no za bo ji do ye za bo mo ji do ye za ji do ye ji man lai ye za bo no lai jin ji za bo mo lai no lai za ji lu za na mo ji ye za bo mo ji do ye za bo ji do ye za bo do mo ji do ye za bo no lai jin ji ban ji lai ye za bo mo bo li jin ji lai ye za nam mô a lai chân lai đô lai ye nam mô a di ye mo lu je di ja ban lai ye za an ji den do man do la ma do ye za bo nam mô a lai chân lai đô lai ye nam mô a di ye mo lu je di ja ma lai ye bo di za mo dan do mo ye mo ja lu ni ja ye nan za ban la ba ye do da no da ye nam mô ji ji li do ye mong a di ye mo lu je ban la den do mo nam mô do la jin ji li mo ban do za mi za bo do do yu bang a zhi lin za bo za do nam mô bo za do da zhi do e no bo lu ji lu ja ni ja la ni ji li mo bu di za do za bo za mo lai mo ji li do yin ji lu jin do lu ba zhe ye di mo ba zhe ye di do lai di li ni zhi ban lai zhen lai mo ban lai mo di li ji zhi no lai zhen bo lai ba zhen bo lai zhe ye lu ma lai lu ji li do lai do ji li do lu bu di ye bu do ye mi di li ye no lai jin ji li za bo ye mo no za bo ji do ye za bo mo ji do ye za bo ji do ye zhi ban lai ye za bo no lai jin ji za bo mo lai no lai za ji du za na mo ji ye za bo mo ji do ye za bo ji do ye za bo do mo ji do ye za bo no lai jin ji ban ji lai ye za mo bo li jin ji lai ye za bo nam mô lai den lai do lai ye nam mô li ye mo lu ji li ya man lai ye za an ji den do man do la ma do ye za bo nam mô lai den lai do lai ye nam mô li ye mo lu ji li ya man lai bo di san nam bo ye mo san nam bo ye mo ja lu ni ja ye nan za ban la so dan no da yin nam mô ji ji li do yi mang a li yen bo lu ji li zhi ban la den nam mô no lai jin ji ji li mo an do san mi za bo an do do zhi bang a zhi ling za bo za do nam mô bo za do nam mô bo ji mo ba de do da zhi do a mo lu ji lu ja ni la ni ji li mo bu di san do san bo mo lai mo ji li do yin ji lu ja do lu ba zhe ye di mo ba zhe yen din do lai di li ni zhi ba lai zhe lai mo lai mo di li ji zhi no lai zhen bo lai ba zhen bo lai zhe ye lu ma lai lu ji li do lai ji li ji zo lu bu di yen bu do ye mi di li ye no lai jin zhi li za nin nam bo yen mo no za ji do ye zam bo mo ji do ye zam bo ji do ye zhi man lai ye zam bo no lai jin zhi za bo mo lai no lai za ji lu zan no mo ji ye zam bo mo ji do ye zam bo zhe ji la ji do ye zam bo mo do mo ji do ye zam No lai jin ju ban je lai zha bo mo bo li zhen je lai zhang bo nam bo lai nan nai do lai ye nam bo li yen bo lu je ya man lai zhang bo wen ji den do man do lam ba do ye chua bo. Okay, everyone please be seated. 大家请坐。我们现在来听一点分享。Okay, everyone please be seated. We'll now have some Dharma reflections by our Dharma Master Jing Wei. As people probably can tell, we're here at Rodod Vihara in a new Buddha hall. You see our 3 Ming Dynasty images, and also an image from Burma on top. It's our attempt to bring together the northern and southern schools of the Dharma. So welcome. And Jing Wei will share with everyone.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends where you are. We have a special, can say, the Great Compassion holiday when we all together meet and recite and transfer merit for the month of recitation. And Jinjuanshu, last month, he was talking about was 15 benefit of recitation of Great Compassion mantra, and the first one was the people who recite the Great Compassion mantra, their place of birth will always have a good king. And he mentioned about the I don't know, you're happy with your king or your president or prime minister, but he shared with us a quite amazing story of from Jataka, right, about the king who was so vigorous in giving that he was even willing to give up his head. Someone asked him, "What, Maharaj?" So, but we can go further, right? You mentioned also about we always be born, or we will be born, those who reside, in the good country. Mm-hmm. We always will be born at a good time. And number 4, they will always, or we will always, meet virtuous friends. And to be born in the good country, of course, we can see this as a future good investment to be reborn and very wealthy, full of resources, peaceful and safe place. But also we can see the good country. This good country, as I'm reading, even for now, right now, is the country when we have opportunity and good time to meet the Dharma, the Buddha Dharma. And the good country could be Mexico, could be Poland, I came from, or America, or California. And the country when the good said, given us opportunity to cultivate our inner wealth, given we have access to resources to really tune in and kind of expand our inner well-being and well-being of others. But more I want to talk about this number 4, the meet virtuous friends. And In Poland, we have a proverb saying that the good friend, the real or true friend you can meet in the very difficult time. If time is difficult, you can say that someone is very good or not friend. Sometimes those who appear as a good friends and we have experienced a real struggle with no one around. We can probably have sometimes experience like that. And very struck me is my kind of mind and heart, the image. Today with us are our good knowing friends, Kalyana Mitras from the Immersion Monastic Retreat. This is the very last day for today. And all us together we watch talked by Nipun Mehta, Gayandi 2.0. And in many ways he talking about noble friendship, and how to create the noble ties. And living the legacy of the Gandhi, very embodied legacy of the Gandhi. And he had a picture of a woman who was standing on her street where she grew up. Around her was just ashes and debris, everything destroyed by Hurricane Katrina. Nothing left, except one thing. What survived was oak trees. And one they survived because their deep roots. And not survive because of their roots, because all these roots were connected over 100 miles altogether and create a very strong network and resilience that even the natural disaster like hurricane couldn't affect them. And like Jin Chuan mentioned, we are in Redwood Vihara. We cannot show you, it's actually still dark here, but we have around a lot of redwood trees, also very well connected. This is a natural network. And we are, as was mentioned, in the new Buddha Hall. And I want to mention about this a few times, but it's good to remind from time to time. There's the story of Redwood Vihara and the story that we have kind of small natural disaster too. Not really small, actually. As you know, 2 years ago or so, it was August 2020. This is Sisu fire. A lot of lightning strikes hit California, and we have many fires included here in Santa Cruz Mountains. And as an effect of it, like 40,000 of people have to be evacuated in 15 minutes. Can you imagine the atmosphere here? One of them was our neighbor Dan and his family. It was quite something. I said, it was middle of night and you can hear the voice of helicopters coming and someone's announced, it's order of evacuation, 15 minutes, evacuate now. And they have to grab whatever they have, go in rush to the car and run, literally. And this was the difficult night of many people here in San Lorenzo Valley and in Santa Cruz Mountain and Boulder Creek, all these small towns and neighborhoods here. And 2 days later then, our neighbor returned. Want to make sure that, first house he's standing, and want to bring some more, some valuables for his house, because they left literally with one bag or 2 suitcases. And he said at first, and so the house was crying. It was like, wow, it's the house, my house, he's still here. And they went the way back. Him and his brother, they have a thought, oh, how about this Buddhist property, the monk's property? Let's check. So they drove across the bridge, and first saw, now we call the Karuna house. It was, at the time was lower house or cabin. And they also checked this place where we are right now, that we call now Prajna house. And in both places, the fire was, I don't know how far, like...
Maybe like, well, one of them actually burned. It burned the parking structure right across the driveway here.
Exactly. The
So
fire
it
actually
burned the property.
burned the property, and fire was very, very close. And it's like, wow, what we can do? We have to find some firefighters. So both of them came to Highway 9, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the firefighters' truck show up. And those firefighters was looking for the hot spots. And Dan says, whoa, please come, follow me. The monk's property is in fire. You can see the drama, the excitement. And where is this monk's property? They even didn't have in their map. What they printed out was, we didn't have the road, the Norwich road. So then drove for them the map, but say they want to cross over the bridge, the fire truck, but they couldn't, it was too heavy. So what then did? No problem. Go to my car. So one by one, he moved those firefighters, 20 of them, I think around, I don't remember exact number. And both of them kind of create this kind of, what they call?
Fire break.
Fire break. And fire cannot enter to the two houses. And to our structures, Karuna house and Prajna house, because of, can say, the dense help and firefighters' engagement survived the fire. But Jinchuan says, the one actually unfortunately structure burnout. And I remember the day when we came first time after all this evacuation order was left, at the group of friends, I don't know how many of us was, like 15 maybe people, came here, and it was very surreal, this, all the ground was covered by ashes. It looked like, middle of winter in Poland. And the very intense smoke, the smell, you couldn't actually breathe, you had to put the mask, it was so intense. And you can see still kind of smoke here and there. It's not completely, the fire was extinguished, and we see this burn tool shed. And of course, this is another part of the story, talking about the recitation of Great Compassion Mantra and benefits of Great Compassion Mantra. Just after the property was bought, like more than 4 years ago, the master Heng Shui, there was still Heng Liang, the nuns, and monks from BBM, and lay people came here and kind of create the pure boundaries, kind of establish the spiritual presence here, and we recite the Dabei Jo around the house. I don't know how many times we recited. It was 21 maybe, and very interesting what happened. So we later sent to the nuns who joined this ceremony the pictures that, oh, wonderful, the house survived, and and you show how fire was closed. And the nuns compare the recording of our recitation and when we walked a few years before, and actually the fire exactly stopped when we walk around and recite the Great Compassion Mantra, couldn't cross this boundary established by the Great Compassion Mantra. But the nun's comment was, why we didn't recite around the tool shed? The tool shed was burned. But interesting, I'm kind of again and again reflecting that I don't know, it was maybe skillful mean that the tool shed burned. Now it's rebuilt and very well organized with all the tools. But it was like a skillful means because the tool shed was burned and our retaining walls and other small structures here. The men who came here feel that, yeah, we need to do something with that. We have to rebuild that. And it was a beginning to creating this kind of spiritual friends community. So I can say that, and they, after last 2 years, every weekend and many weekdays, week by week, month by month, show up here, and one of the results of their work is what you're seeing here right now, this Buddha hall, and it's create the home from this Ming Dynasty Buddhas that can arrive. And you can say to the real friends, we can meet in the difficult time, and definitely that's difficult time make the real friends, but also connecting us all, and all of us were connected to the roots of the Great Compassion Dharma, one in Bodhisattva, the Master Hua, the lineage, and being this network of the Dharma, we can be very resilient. And we can say this, how the noble friend hearts operate when the difficulty arises, immediately is wish to help, wish to respond with kindness. And this is how the whole our Great Compassion Mantra community was founded, right? The COVID came and the response was, what we can do, can we recite Great Compassion Mantra on behalf of those who are affected by COVID and wish those who are struggle with this disease can find the place to heal and recover. So do we have any statistics, Jinchuan?
Yeah,
for that?
I have it prepared here. So this month we have a total of 371 people from 21 countries reciting the Great Compassion Mantra in the month of October.
Reborn in the good countries to recite the Great Compassion Mantra.
The recitation number per day is 10,049, and the total of this month is 311,519. So almost a third of 1 million recitations.
We can add the 21 recitation what we just did to this number.
Maybe 100 people. I don't know how many people are online.
100 people. We can make a math. We don't have to look here.
2,100.
2,000.
That one's an easy multiplication.
So please keep going. The world need you, and we need the Great Compassion Mantra, and need the spirit of great compassion, and need to see spiritual friends who are deeply connected to the roots. And we can dedicate merit right now.
Yeah. So people can reflect anybody you really deeply care about, maybe somebody who's sick or recently passed away, maybe for our planet or for our country. Like Jing Weisher said, if you're born in a good country, but perhaps maybe our country is going through difficulty, we can actually dedicate merit, hoping that it will become good.
Right.
Everything will be peaceful and well. The people, the citizens within it will be safe and happy. So wherever your heart wishes to send this goodness, please do.
May every living beings, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace,
with hearts of goodness, luminous and bright. Each people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity. May our minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light dispel the darkness of our endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise. Bow in respect to the Venerable Master. Okay, so wish everyone can keep the Great Compassion Mantra Dharma wheel turning, and we'll see you next month in November. I don't know when's November, last Sunday of November. Okay, wish everyone well. Amitofo.
Amitofo.